Hello everyone, welcome to my PowerPoint presentation for course HLT 491 Modern Western Literature. Anyway, my name is Joel Lapa. I am finally a student at the University of Goroka. This is the second task for this course, oral presentation. And the title of my presentation is How Iago Uses Machiavellian Tactics to Manipulate and Destroy Others in the play Othello. So today I'm going to talk about a character named Iago from the play Othello. I will show you how he is a Machiavellian villain. This means he is a person who uses lies and smart plans to hurt others so he can get what he wants at the end. The second slide, we look at the introduction to the play. I have 3 bullet points or main points in this slide. And the first bullet point, we'll look at the play, the author of the play. So the play is written by William Shakespeare. Is one of the most famous writer in the play. The second bullet point, a brief summary of the play. And it is a story about a brave general named Othello and his beautiful and royal wife Desdemona. Third bullet point, the main problem or conflict in the play. The play is about how a trusted friend named Iago turns Othello against his own beautiful and royal wife via his lies. So to understand the topic or the play, we first need to know the story. Othello is a general and a good leader who trusts the wrong person. And Iago is Othello's helper, or his work under the authority of General Othello. But he secretly hates Othello. The whole play shows how Iago's betrayal leads to a very sad ending for everyone in the play. So this leads us to next slide, which is slide number 3. Under this slide, we'll look at who was Machiavelli. And I have 3 bullet points as well under this slide. First bullet point, we look at Niccolo Machiavelli. So Niccolo Machiavelli was a 16th century philosopher from Italy who lived a long time ago and wrote a famous book called The Prince. His main message, he believed that if a person wants power, this should be okay with being mean or dishonest. Second bullet point, the key idea. He thought that the end justifies the means, which means it doesn't matter if you do bad things or anything means to hurt people so long as you get what you want in the end. So the word Machiavellian comes from a man named Niccolo Machiavelli. He wrote that leaders should be like a fox. This means they are very sneaky and very clever. He believed that using people to get power is a smart thing to do. Right now we'll look at slide number 4. And slide number 4, we'll look at the definition of Machiavelli traits. So I have 3 bullet points, or the words should be defined under in this slide. And first of all, we'll look at the manipulation. So manipulation means controlling or influencing people in a clever way, so they do what you want. And the second word, deception. So deception refers to an act of lying or hiding the truth to keep people from knowing your real plan or the motive behind your actions. The third bullet point, no morality. So this means the person doesn't feel bad or guilty when they hurt other people's feelings or their lives. And the fourth bullet point, strategic thinking. This means they always have a plan and think many steps ahead, like a player in a game of chess. This leads us to slide number 5. In the slide number 5, we'll look at the introduction to Iago. And I have 3 bullet points under this slide as well. The first bullet point, we'll look at Iago's job. He's a officer who works directly under General Othello. And the second bullet point, a hidden enemy. While he acts like Othello's best friend, is actually his worst nightmare. That bullet point, the faces, I two faces. He has public face where he looks helpful, and a secret face where he is plotting. So this in the slide, not in the slide, but fifth slide, it talks about Iago is the perfect example of a two-faced person or people in the world. So in the play, he always tells the audience his evil plans. But when he talks to the other characters in the play, he acts like a kind and honest man. This makes him very powerful because no one suspects him in the play. So now we'll look at slide number 6. Right, slide number 6, we'll look at Iago's motives, or why he does it. And I have 3 bullet points as well under this slide. First bullet point is jealous. He is angry because Othello gave a promotion to a man named Cassio instead of him. And the second bullet point is suspicious. He hears rumors that Othello might have been too close to his wife, Emilia, and he wants revenge. And third slide, he loves power. He simply enjoys having control over people and watching the people suffer. So why is Iago so mean? He says he is angry about the job promotion. But as the play goes on, we see that he just likes being in control. His reasons keep changing, and which shows that he might just be naturally evil person who enjoys the game of destroying others in the play. Now we'll look at slide number 7. Under this slide, we'll look at manipulation of Rodrigo. And I have 3 bullet points as well under this slide. And the first bullet point, use people for money. Iago pretends to help a man named Rodrigo, but he is actually just stealing his money. And second bullet point, false promises. He tells Rodrigo that he will help him marry Desdemona, even though he knows it will never happen. That bullet point, exploiting weakness. He finds people who are sad or desperate and uses them as tools for his own plan or own benefit. Iago starts his evil work by using a weak man named Rodrigo. He convinces Rodrigo to give him money and jewelry, and promising to give him the Desdemona. In reality, Iago keeps everything for himself. This shows how he exploits people who are not as smart as he is in the play. And we'll look at slide number 8. Slide number 8, we'll look at the manipulation of Cassio. And I have 3 bullet points under this slide as well. And the first bullet point is setting a trap. Iago knows that Cassino cannot handle alcohol, and it tricks him into getting very drunk. The second bullet point, ruining a career. Because Cassino getting drunk and gets into a trouble or a fight, Othello fires him from his job. And third bullet point, acting like a savior. After Cassio lost his job, Iago pretends to feel sorry for him and gives him bad advices that leads to more trouble. So Iago is very good at creating problem and pretending to be the person who can fix it. He ruins Cassino's reputation on the papers. Then he tells Cassino to ask Desdemona for help. This is a trap because it makes Othello think Cassino and Desdemona are having a secret romance. So this leads us to slide number 9. And slide number 9, we look at manipulation of Othello, part number 1. And I have 3 bullet points as well. First one, planting seeds on doubt. Iago doesn't tell a big lies at first. He just whispers small hints to make Othello curious. Second bullet point, using silence. Sometimes Iago stays quiet or looks worried as the Othello will ask him what is wrong. Third bullet point, testing Othello's mind. He slowly makes Othello thinks that his wife is not faithful, even though she is royal and faithful and good person. So Iago is a master of psychology. He doesn't say your wife is cheating. Instead, he says things like, "Oh, I don't like the look at that." when he sees Casino leaving a room, this makes Othello's own wife or own mind start to imagine terrible things. And this leads us to slide number 10. And this slide will look at the manipulation of Othello. And I have 3 bullet points as well under this slide. The first bullet point is the handkerchief. Iago gets a small pieces of cloth that belongs to Desdemona and hides it in Casino's room. The second bullet point, fake evidence. He shows this to Othello as proof that Desdemona is in Cassio. And third bullet point, total control. By the end, Othello is so angry and confused that he believes everything Iago says without checking the facts or the evidence. So the most famous part of Iago's plan is the handkerchief. It is a small thing, but Iago uses it to prove his lies. Because Othello is already feeling jealous. This small piece of evidence is enough to make him lose his mind completely. Right now we'll look at slide number 11. The slide number 11 will look at the use of the deception and the appearance. And I have 3 bullet points as well under this slide. And the first bullet point is Honest Iago. This is a nickname everyone gives him, which is funny because he is the biggest liar in the play Othello. And the third bullet point, appearance versus reality. This is the difference between how things look and how they actually are. That bullet point, the audience knows the truth. We, as the audience, we know Iago is bad, but the characters in the play think he is hero. He is a hero and he is a good man. And can say that there is a big difference between what the characters see and what the audience or we as audience see. So this is called dramatic irony. While the characters call him honest Iago and trust him with their lives, we as audience see him and laughing at them behind their backs. This leads us to slide number 12. And this slide will look at lack of morality. And I have also 3 main bullet points under this slide as well. And first bullet point, no guilty. Even when people start dying, Iago never feels sorry or tries to stop the pain. Second bullet point, causing deaths. His lies leads to the death of Desdemona, his own wife Emilia and Rodrigo. Choosing silence. At the very end, when he is caught, he refuses to explain himself and showing he has no art. And a true Machiavellian has no conscience. Iago doesn't care who gets out as long as he wins. And he even kills his own wife when she tells the truth about him. He's a cold-blooded character who represents the pure evil in this play, Othello. So now we'll look at the following slide, slide number 13. Slide number 13, we'll look at the consequences of Iago's actions. I have 3 bullet points as well, and first bullet point, a broken leader. Othello goes from being a hero to being a murderer because of Iago's lies. Second bullet point, tragic ending. Tragic ending. Many innocent people lost their lives because they trusted the wrong person, Iago. And the third bullet point, the power of lies. The play shows that a few well-placed lies can destroy an entire kingdom. And in the end, Iago's manipulation leads to a complete tragedy. Othello kills himself because he realizes he was tricked into killing his innocent and royal wife. This shows us how dangerous it is when someone using their intelligence to hurt others. Alright, now we'll look at this slide number 14. Under this slide, we'll look at why Iago is a perfect Machiavellian villain. I have 3 bullet points as well under this slide, and the first bullet point, he controls everyone. He moves people around like they are toys. Second bullet point, he is very strategic. Every move he makes is part of a bigger plan to get power and authority or get what he wants. And this third bullet point, he has no ethics. He does not follow the rules of right and wrong. He only follows his own selfish goals. So, to summarize, we can say that Iago fits all the traits of Machiavellian villain. He is smart, he is a liar, he is patient, and he is cruel. He uses his brain to destroy every good people and good thing around him. This leads us to last and final slide, which is slide 15. Slide 15 is the conclusion part or conclusion slide. And under this slide, I have 2 bullet points only. And first bullet point, I restate main ideas. So Iago is a master of tricks who uses his mind to cause a disaster in entire play. Final thoughts, the thoughts that I have under this play, and we can say that we should be careful about who we trust, and remember that being clever is not the same as being good. So to conclude, we say that Iago shows us that manipulation and lies are very powerful weapons. He destroyed lives without even using a sword. His story reminds us that power should always be used. Kindness and honesty, or it will only lead to sadness. And this is end of my presentation. Thank you for watching and thank you for being with me. Goodbye.